The twofold summary of the law by which we live is this. First, love God with all that you are, and then love your neighbor as yourself. And it's essential that we get this right. There are several ways to get this wrong. You can simply flip the order, right? Love your neighbor, then love God. Or you can sort of conflate the two things to say that God and your neighbor are one in the same, sort of this pantheistic amalgam. Both of these are basic idolatry, right? They elevate humanity to a divine state. And you can see how committing these errors is precisely how you get to a place of being manipulated and finding yourself capitulating to the demands of the culture in the ways that I mentioned at the beginning. If my love for neighbor is untethered from my love of God, or if love of neighbor is prioritized above my love of God and His Word, the things that He commands me to do, then my neighbor has now become God and gets to determine what is and is not loving for him. He gets to demand that I love him in a way that he deems to be true love, whether that's support for his so-called gay marriage or his desire to become a woman, right? But if my love for God and His Word and His law trumps all my other loves, then He defines what love looks like for my neighbor. And my neighbor's sinful desires play no part in it. Our love of neighbor flows out of our love for God, which anchors and tethers our love of neighbor to the truth. The driving question as we seek to love our neighbors is not, how might this person feel loved? But rather, how does God call me to love him? What does God require of me in this moment? And praise be to God that He has shown us what true love looks like, both in Christ, our Good Samaritan, but also in His Word, in His law.